Welcome here. Today will be the 20th game of the season for the Marlins as they return home here to take on the Brewers.
The Marlins love that home cooking. I would say probably the start of a winning streak, I would guess, tonight.
All right, here we go. It's a major league debut for the right-hander, Coleman Crow. 25-year-old making his debut here tonight.
And the Coleman Crow fan club is in full force. His parents, Brian and Macy, are here with a whole bunch of others.
You mix it up here with 5 different pitches.
Ground ball, got to cover the bag. Oh, nice play by Crow. His scouting report is he is an elite athlete and his first out in the big leagues on a 3-1 putout. Nice play by the young Brewer pitcher. And let's see if he's all right. Ooh, hit the bag awkwardly.
Yeah, Bauer's usually good at this, but this is a long throw trying to find Crow in the flat. I think he was okay, and then he kind of was, once the adrenaline wore off for a second, started questioning a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's an ankle, and Brad Epstein, the Brewers athletic trainer, is asking him to try to walk a little bit, see if he's got mobility there. Man, you wouldn't want to see that.
Well, you could see the concerned look on the family, but I guarantee Crow has no chance of coming out of this game.
First ball swinging, Xavier Edwards. And pop-ups will be a little tricky with the wind blowing as it is. No problem for Rengifo.
A 1 pitch out on Xavier Edwards. 2 away for Ramirez.
And a little soft liner to right. Frelick lays out and makes the play. Easy to pitch in the big leagues with defense like that. And the Gold Glover, Sal Frelick, full extension, puts that one away.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Coleman Crow in his big league debut.
All right, Gabby, Jansen Junk on the mound tonight. No wins, 2 losses, a 4.32 ERA, and he goes opposite of his old ball club. Scoreless after 1 inning of play here at Lone Depot Park.
Gary Sanchez will lead off.
And he struck him out with a tight slider. 1 up and 1 down here in the second. First strikeout of the ball game for Jansen Junk.
Coming off a terrific homestand. Had 5 hits and 3 homers on the homestand. Bowers slaps one to the opposite field. Nice piece of hitting there. And Bowers is aboard with a second hit for Milwaukee.
Bowers now 6 for his last 19 as Luis Rengifo trying to snap an 0-for-20.
He goes to the opposite field. Rengifo finally snaps a long 0-for. He had a sacrifice fly in yesterday's game, and he snaps an 0-for-20 with a base hit to the opposite field. 2 on, 1 away for the Brewers here in the second inning. And Bowers and Rengifo take off. No throw anywhere. Pitch was low. It's a double steal. Both runners, Tim, got good jumps, especially Bowers, the lead runner.
So a double steal. The Brewers add to their major league lead. Now second and third.
Infield, then there's a swing and a miss.
That would work too.
He went upstairs with a good old hard country fastball.
It's a tough pitch to lay off, and it's a really tough pitch to hit.
Brings up Greg Jones.
In a chopper to third. Paulie sits back on it. Got to get rid of it in a hurry, and they got him.
Brewers strand a pair in scoring position. Coleman Crow threw 10 pitches in the first inning.
Crow looks comfortable, and that is a nasty curveball. Look at him. Yeah! Strikeout. First one in the big leagues for Coleman Crow. It is Otto Lopez, his first victim. He's in the book. And 2 men are out here in the second inning. He's retired 5 in a row.
And here is Owen Casey. And he bangs one up the middle and a base hit. Casey had a rotten road trip, but he comes home in his first plate appearance, and at bat he collects the Marlins' first hit of the night.
He is absolutely killing the baseball at home. Really nice job. You see that fastball, the curveball, you want to see it pop out of the hand. That's exactly what it did. Stays on it very nicely, right back up the middle.
In the air, shallow center field. Terang is right there. And the inning is over, and Team Crow up on their feet.
2 scoreless innings under his belt.
The top of the 4th inning here in Miami, 0-0 ball game. Brewers and Marlins.
That ball's ripped into right field, a base hit. Jake Bauers stings one. So following the Sanchez walk, Bauers with a single. He's 2 for 2. And these 2 guys right here, Sanchez and Bauers, carrying the load for the Brewers when they desperately need the big bats. First and second now, 1 away. Look out, Rengifo is hit by a pitch. Up and in, and it clipped him. You could kind of hear the double tick. And now the bases are loaded, and the Brewers trying to give their young pitcher in his debut some run support. There's the double hit you can hear. Big chance for the Brewers. They had second and third with one out in the second inning, and now they're loaded with one out. And Garrett Mitchell, a chance at redemption here. And a little tapper in no man's land. Mitchell flying down the line is safe. Everybody's safe. A run scores, and the speedy Mitchell gets down the line for an infield hit. And the Brewers strike first tonight, 1-0 on the Mitchell RBI. And how about the Brewers? This is the way they've been scoring their runs the last 3 games.
An ambush chopper to the right side. There's a miscue in the Bermuda Triangle between first pitcher and second. Mitchell flying down the line. Gary Sanchez comes across. 1-0 Brewers.
1-0 Brewers lead and hoping for more here in this top of the 4th.
Jones, a hot one. Chance at a double play ball here. Step on the back, throw to first. It's high. Jones is safe, and another run comes in. It made for an awkward double play with the infield end. Lopez had to retreat. He knew he had to hurry. Jones runs well, and the Brewers got a break right there. Now lead 2-0.
This is reminiscent of what we just saw the last 2 games of just putting the ball in play on the ground.
Couldn't pull it off. And now Jones takes off. Throw to third is into left field. In to score Rengifo. Jones flying around the backs to third base. The Marlins are kicking it right now. Ramirez with a costly error.
Well, you know they had a plan against the speedy Brewers running team, and I think the plan all along was to back pick, try to get Rengifo at third, but Ramirez just airmails it.
3-0 Brewers.
Coleman Crow now with a 3-run lead with which to work. He's gone 3 innings, only 2 hits, only 1 walk, and he has struck out 3 thus far.
Fly ball, deep right center. Mitchell's going back onto the track. It's off the tip of his glove, and it's rolling on the track. Lopez is on his way to third. Here comes the throw. That gets away, and it's picked up by Crow on the top step of the dugout. I have no idea how that ball didn't get in the dugout on the ricochet, but regardless, it's a triple for Otto Lopez.
Boy, I tell you what, Otto Lopez put a jolt to this one. What a beautiful swing. The fastball, 95 miles an hour. He smoked it to right center field. Mitchell had a beat on it, just barely off the tip of the glove. But I love Otto Lopez, too. Right away knew I got to get myself over to third, was off and running.
Owen Casey, who singled in the second inning.
0-1 to Owen Casey. Infield defense is back, and that has smoked the center field. Mitchell started in. Now he races over to make the catch. Otto Lopez will tag and score. Now it's 3-1. A sac fly for Owen Casey, who's having a good night at the plate, and he just collected his 13th run batted in of the season.
Boy, I don't think that Owen Casey can hit that ball any better. That exit below 107 miles an hour off the bat. Nothing you can do, but boy, that was a big answer back for the Marlins to at least get one on the board.
Bowers draws a walk. On base for the 3rd time. 1 out base runner. It's going to bring up Luis Rengifo, a switch hitter. Shoots out into the gap left center. That's going to get down and go to the fence. Bowers off to the races. He'll score. Into second with an RBI double. Rengifo. And it's 4-1 Milwaukee. Busting out in a big way. 2 hits tonight for Rengifo, on base for the 3rd time.
Absolutely drove it into the gap. Amazing stuff from Rengifo.
His parents, his sister, family and friends, his wife is up there, and they look a little more relaxed watching Coleman Crow do his thing here tonight. He's got Xavier Edwards to start the inning. And on the first pitch, a high, deep drive into left center. That one is going to hit the wall. And Edwards with his 2nd hit of the game, and he wasted no time here in the 6th. And Murph is going to make this an ultra positive day across the board. Coleman Crow shines in his major league debut. He will exit 5 1/3 with 1 run in, and he is going to exit to a big ovation from Brewers fans, his family and friends, and he is going to get quite the welcome inside that Brewers first base dugout. Well, there is Coleman Crow's wife, Avery, and she is in tears, folded over at his debut here tonight.
The Milwaukee Brewers are going to bring in D.L. Hall.
Otto Lopez, a triple, and he's scored the only run.
Otto Lopez with a fly ball to deep center field. Mitchell is back. It is gone. Otto Lopez pulls the Marlins to within a run here in the 6th.
He got a fastball up in the strike zone, and he hit it where the grass doesn't grow. What a swing by Lopez, and the Fish are right back in this game.
Otto Lopez just incredible at the outset of this year.
Otto Lopez, stay hot, my man. Yeah, let's party. The Fighting Fish.
Again, I'm telling you, the Brewers are going to be feeling a little uncomfortable hanging on to this one-run advantage. Angel Zerpa is in to pitch, but it's ball 4. So now the tying run is at first with 1 out. X-Bluff. There's a liner deep to left, back towards the wall. It's off the wall. Edwards is on his way to third. The windmill is on. He's going to score, and the Marlins have tied it in the 8th.
There you go, big man. Looking for the slider, gets the slider, and boy, he didn't miss it. We said you got to see it up. That's exactly what he does. Beautiful job hitting, and boy, this ball was hit hard. Tie ball game.
And at on an 0-1, Hicks pops this in the air outside of third. Playable for Rengifo, and he's got it, and there's 2 away. So now, at least for the moment, it comes down to Otto Lopez. This is not a bad guy to have up in this situation because he's 2 for 3 tonight with a triple, a run scored, and a 2-run homer. Ground ball, right side, diving stop, Terang to his feet. Now Ramirez is caught, and he slides back into third safely.
Bryce Terang makes a brilliant stop to save a run. And it looks like he might be injured. He may have rolled that wrist. Ball popped out of his glove. That's what cost him the out. But it was a heck of a play to save a run right there. Tied at 4.
Austin Slater, who's been a very good pinch hitter throughout the course of his career, is going to pinch hit for Owen Casey.
And he struck him out. The first swing and miss of the inning.
Runners stranded at first and third. We go to the 9th, tied at 4.
Now it's Abner Uribe. Tim, not a save situation. He's trying to get this game to extra innings. 2 outs. Uribe against Marcy. Ready to fire. He goes, and a fly ball center field. Mitchell is there.
He's there, makes the catch, and we are headed to extra innings.
Enter Calvin Fauché into the mix, making his 8th appearance of the season. The batter is Gary Sanchez. Bryce Terang is the placed runner at second.
Hitters count 3-1. Terang, and it's a pitch timer violation. It's ball 4. And Sanchez is going to draw a walk here. Wow. Jake Bauers coming up. This is just the guy the Brewers want at the plate. Bauers, left field, sinking fast. It is down, a base hit. Cautious base running, rightly so. Good base running. And now the bases are loaded. Terang was in no man's land, but he was fast enough to start it up and get to third. How about Bauers with his 3rd hit of the game to go along with a walk? First ball swinging, Rengifo, forced play at the plate. Oh, he throws it away! Safe is Terang. Ramirez inexplicably trying to turn 2, just whiffed. Brewers have the lead. Terang scores the run. The bases are still loaded. Now it's Mitchell. Mitchell, fly ball in left field, slicing. It is down. Into the corner it goes. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. Rengifo stops at third. Garrett Mitchell delivers big time. 7-4 Brewers on a 2 RBI double by Garrett Mitchell.
Continuing to be an RBI machine, number 15 and 16 on the year. Stays right on this ball. It does not slice.
Marlins serving this one up on a platter, and Mitchell makes him pay. It's going to be Trevor McGill on to try to close this one out now. He's got a 3-run lead with which to work. Bottom of the 10th. Remember, there's an automatic runner at second base to start the inning.
Well, Xavier Edwards, who was hung with an error in the last half inning, is going to lead things off.
Drive into center field. That ball's well hit. Mitchell going back with room to make the play. Marcy will tag. That was a long, loud out.
That's Augustine.
2-2 and a swing and a miss. Gave him the curve, and Ramirez strikes out. 2 outs in the 10th. The Brewers an out away from an extra inning win.
And here's Liam Hicks. That one gets away. Here comes Marcy. He's going to score, and it's 7-5 on a wild pitch.
Hicks rips one right field, down fair, into the corner it goes. Liam Hicks into second base. It's a 2-out double. And Otto Lopez will step in representing the tying run.
The Marlins did what they wanted to do. They at least got the tying run coming up to the plate, and boy, they got a hot hitter coming up in Otto Lopez.
2-2 with 2 outs. Here he comes, and a swing and a miss. McGill strikes out Otto Lopez to end the game. He notches the save. The Brewers win a wild one in the opener of this series.